Did you guys miss me? Hey guys. Hey guys, I only streamed twice last week. Did you guys miss me? Hello. I kind of missed you guys. I kind of missed you guys just a little bit. Hi guys. Hi Soma. Oh my god, wait, I need to mod Soma. Soma was there with me at Otakon. Soma was there. Oh, add as standard moderator. There we go. Also, if any of my friends are watching, I am in an open VC in the server. So if you would like to recount Otakon with me, you can. I will say though, I will be able to, you will see Soma's, thing. You will see some of Soma's point of view because, we're gonna raid him after this stream because it's his birthday. Everyone say happy birthday, Soma! But yeah, it was really cool. I met Soma and Jack Nyekyo at this con for the first time. It was really weird meeting VTubers for the first time, in person. You don't have to. I will. What do you mean I don't have to? It's literally your birthday, bro. Thank God Twig was late and didn't read all that rumbling. Yippee! Indeed! Thank you, Kyra, for being a member for 29 months! 29 months! Oh my god! It was so funny because you were like, that's you? Yes. Because I'd seen your model before, Soma, and I was like, wait! Because I'm not gonna share pictures today because I have a vlog coming. I was trying to vlog most of the weekend, but I did a couple of the versions of the, you know, when VTubers like all put their phones together and they're like, look, it's us. But what were you up to?
Happy birthday, Soma.
Yeah! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Soma. Thanks for being with me in the water pit. Okay, what were you guys up to this weekend? Those of you who were not at Otakon. Also last week, because I missed seeing a lot of you last week. Do you guys have any updates? Have you been working on anything? Have you gone back to school? How is work doing? Did you eat anything interesting? Did you see anything interesting? I have a couple of those mostly from Kendra's point of view. Yeah. I think we took 3 or 4. I don't know if you guys took one the day that I went back, but I'm eating right now, actually. What are you eating? I ate red beans and rice for dinner. I need Ava to send the one from sushi. Oh, I have that one. I think it's on my Twitter. If you check my Twitter, it's probably there. Sushi? Oh, was it the sushi that you were posting earlier in the Discord server? I went to the farmer's market yesterday and ate some banger soup. What kind of soup was it? What's you guys' favorite soups? Give me your favorite soups right now. I think when Inari streams, I'll ask about her time. Wow, so you don't care about my time? You don't care about my time at Otakon? That's crazy. That's insane, Dio. I've picked that up from Inari. Inari was actually my roommate. I'll talk a little bit more about it as we get into like recounting things. Ran out of bread, so I get to make more bread. Oh, fresh bread is really nice. Fresh bread is awesome. Not gonna lie. I kind of want to use my bread maker, but I find that bread maker bread is just like not as good as just like oven baked bread sometimes. It was tomato and corn soup with basil plus focaccia. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah! That's really awesome. Actually, that sounds really nice. I don't know why my nose is running. Ah. Okay. Okay, shall I get into recounting the stories? No, because my nose is still going. Ah! Okay. First of all, if my voice sounds a little bit rough, it's because I've been screaming the entire weekend. So, yes. Besides, I did watch the new Spider-Man movie last Friday. Ooh. I did see a couple of people talking about that. 9 out of 10 is my rating, for your information. Is it like one of the Miles ones, or is it like a live action one? I got complimented on my bread. Oh, congratulations, Cass! I would like to compliment you on your bread, but I did not eat bread. Did they throw Spider-Man around enough speed? I would assume that they would. That's kind of his whole shtick. Question mark? Spider-Man does kind of just like do that as part of what he does. Okay. So, you know how I'm gonna do this? I'm just gonna like scroll up in the Discord server, and I'm gonna use the Discord server as the guide, really. Because I could open the guidebook, but I feel like the guidebook would be like not good. It's the new one in the MCU. Ah, so it's like one of the Tom Holland, I think is his name? Or is that a different British person? Question mark. I don't know. I'm still scrolling up. There's a lot that happened. There was so much that happened. Genuinely. It's like 4 days worth of DMs. Good luck wading through all that chaos. I thrive in chaos. Tom Holland. Okay, I did get the correct British man. Congratulations. Are we still on... Are we still on... Oh, we are still on Saturday. Oh, we gotta go back to Thursday. Oh, Tom the Frog Holland. Oh yeah, isn't that because there's like posts about people thinking that he looks like he constantly has a frog in his mouth? Was I the one who introduced Chad to that? Or or is that something that we all collectively reference? I don't remember whether or not I spoke about that on stream. Okay, I think I am going back to Thursday. Okay, we're on Friday. We're on Friday. We're getting close. We are getting close. So, I left for the con. You know what? I should actually start Wednesday, because that's when the shenanigans started. Okay, so Wednesday, right? Inari found a cockroach on her bed. And so she had to move rooms really last minute. And her and Yusai were panicking to get a new room. And so Inari ended up with a really swanky room and accepted a roommate. I chose to be Inari's roommate. Originally, Inari, Axel, Yusai, and I were all going to be roommates, but we split into 2 and 2. And so I was with Inari the whole weekend. I was living with my wife, and it was really nice actually, because I think Inari and I are very similar people. We are very similar, like, energies, which is nice. Just become the Lord of the Roaches skill issue /J. Yeah, Axel was like, I can sleep on a roach bed, and Inari was like, no. And so, Inari ended up booking a new room. And so, yeah. I thought Raya was your wife and Gumi too. I have a lot of wives, and Inari is one of my wives. So, I emoji. Anyway, Inari's room was really nice. We had a kitchen, like a full kitchen. Like, they had pots and pans and like dish soap and plates and a full refrigerator with a freezer. It was basically an apartment. I was sleeping on the couch, but the couch could technically pull out into a bed, but I kept it as a couch because this room was so large that it became like a meeting place, essentially. We would meet there occasionally. YouTube.com. Yeah! Woohoo! So Inari ends up moving rooms on Wednesday. Usythe also arrives, and Inari like buys new luggage, and they're like bickering in the Discord server this whole time. And apparently there was this thing called the Aloha box. Guys, if you are there for Inari's recap, whenever she does this, please be kind to Inari, first of all, because I've seen firsthand how hard she works, and like I worry for that woman sometimes. I hope that she is taking care of her health, genuinely. But like, second of all, ask her what the hell the Aloha box is, because I still don't know what the Aloha box is. Inari and Usythe were bickering about the Aloha box. Like, Usythe was like, give me the room key, and then Inari's like, I'll put it in some dark alleyway somewhere with the cockroach. And he was like, bet. I'd like to see you try. Pick up the cockroach, Inari. Like, that was the kind of thing. That was the kind of thing that they were talking about in the fucking Discord. None of us were there. And then Thursday is the day that everyone decides to like start arriving, right? Which is a good call because day 0 of the con was already hectic. Okay. So I am on a really long train ride. I am on like an insanely long train ride with like no data. So through this entire thing, I'm like phasing in and out of existence in the Discord server as my train has Wi-Fi or doesn't have Wi-Fi. And it's like completely unreliable. I'm like sitting there for like 9 or 10 hours, dead ass, just like trying to connect to the Wi-Fi. No data. Well, okay, so I have limited data and I really wanted to save my data for when I was there, right? Because I wanted to have access to maps and things like that. So I turned off my data until I arrived in DC, essentially. I walked 11 miles Thursday. I didn't start walking until noon. Yeah, all 3 days, I had at least 10,000 steps. At least. That was on the low end. I was normally somewhere between like 15 or 20,000 steps all 3 days. Twog was on the Enigma train, literally, and most of the train ride, I was in an empty seat. At one point, a couple of siblings came on, and there weren't a lot of seats, and I was sitting at a window seat, and the seat next to me was empty, and then the seat across the aisle was empty, so I offered to let them sit there until they could find a seat together, and they did. And one of the siblings turns to me and starts talking to me about Cookie Run Kingdom. And then these two end up sitting directly behind me. And for the entire, like, 10-hour train ride, they don't stop talking about the new Cookie Run Kingdom update. One of them was a Cookie Run Kingdom cosplayer. And that was the only time I saw them through that entire weekend, because Otakon is absolutely massive, and you will hear about this soon, but I was so incredibly busy the entire convention. 22k steps the first 2. I was dying Saturday. I was also dying Saturday for other reasons. Yeah. So I'm on the train. I'm sitting there and I'm listening to this Cookie Run Kingdom, and I tune back into the Discord server, and like Kendra's already there. Zero keeps getting lost. Oh yeah, by the way, I gave a bunch of my friends my phone number. because of the data situation. And you guys want to know what Zero texted me as the first thing that he does with my phone number? He texts me twald with a picture of the old Vroid in Blender, bald. That was the first thing. And so we were bickering the entire train ride as well. But Zero was getting like intentionally lost the entire weekend as well. He took the wrong train and then he went to the wrong platform and then he was like listening to some MAGA woman. Like, I would just tune into the Discord and Zero was lost. Like, the bald thumbnail? Yes. Well, actually, no, it's not the one that you see as the thumbnail. It's the one from the Blender stream. Twildy Twastics? Yes. You see, most people step pretty close to a meter, so a kilometer is like 1,000-ish steps, of course, depending from person to person. True. True. Indeed. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, Zero, I don't know if I'm gonna have signal for when I'm at the con. And Zero's like, okay. It was a persistent issue. It genuinely was. Zero did not cease getting lost the entire weekend. I want you to know that. Zero was constantly lost. Mind you, I got lost a couple of times. We will get into that. But I'm like, hey, Zero, I don't know if I'm gonna have signal, yada yada. I'm gonna try and go from my my metro to the metro near what I thought was the hotel. Turns out Inari's hotel was different from the Usythe Axel hotel. So that was fun. There's a lot going on. You could just download Signal. It's because I was saving data. I severely underestimated how much 6 gigs of data was going to last me the entire weekend. I was using data the entire weekend and I still have data left, which is really nice. I now kind of have less anxiety about running out of data. Zero is only a little bit off in letters from Zoro, so I guess that tracks lol. Yeah. So I get to the station and Zero has such a hard time finding me. And so I'm like sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'm walking towards the metro. I'll meet you in front of the metro. And Zero's like, I'm at the metro. And I turn around and there is Zero looking so confused. And so I just like walk up to him and I'm like, what's up? Like, cause I already knew what the man looked like. So it was pretty hard. It was pretty easy, you know, to find like a 6'4" Zero in the middle of Union Station in DC. If you guys want a new Oshikatsu spot for Zero and Twig, you can go to the Uniqlo in front of the Washington DC Metro in Union Station. That's where we met in person for the first time. And then Zero instantly clowned on me for getting lost. And was trying, yo, what the fuck, man? I lived there. Yeah, so Zero and I were literally in DC the entire weekend. In my defense, I wasn't able to pick anyone out in the crowd all weekend. Really? Okay, maybe I shouldn't say where I live. I mean, it's a city. We know that Rollin is in New York. But I live near DC. Yeah. Yeah. Zero is a functional stop sign. I mean, I will say he does kind of blend in with all of the other, like, normal people of society. Like, Zero is not very... Like, he's a very bland-looking person. He's an average-looking person. I have the benefit of not looking completely normal most of the time. So Zero and I are like confused about the metro system. I wanted to get a metro card initially, but I didn't know where to get it, and Zero was like, just use your phone, and I'm like, I don't use Google Wallet. And so I was trying to set that up, but then Zero looked up the hotel, and Zero was like, okay, it's just like a 10-minute walk, and we're like, okay, might as well. And so we start walking, and I almost trip like 4 times while we're walking. Bruh could have asked me how to use the metro so easy. No, because it was more because like I don't use Google Wallet is the only thing. Like Zero had been using the metro already. Zero has public camouflage, yes. Unfortunately, I look weird, so I do not. But Zero was still like looking around for me and could not tell it was me, which is really interesting. But yes, so we're walking. I almost eat shit like 4 times, and then turns out the hotel that I gave Zero to navigate to was the wrong hotel. Because I was not informed that Inari had changed hotels. Like, I did not understand in the Discord. Like, they had insisted that they had said that it was a different hotel and stuff. But, like, I asked them in the Discord, is it the same hotel? I remember distinctly asking them in the Discord, is it the same hotel? And they were like, yes. Ew, why would you even come close to eating shit? Yeah, that's so real. Damn, that's crazy. Yes. So, Zero and I then make the trek all the way to the actual hotel. And once we're at the actual hotel, after clowning on me for getting lost and threatening to kill me, if I got us lost. Teehee. Anyways. So then we get to the actual hotel. And Inari left me a key because Inari went to the Smithsonian. And when Inari left me a key, she left me a key under the name Twig, even though she has my full legal name from when I paid for the hotel. And so when I come up there with my ID, the hotel staff is like, you need to get them to call the hotel. And I'm like, okay, did Inari or Yusaith make the booking? And they were like, Inari, okay. And so I have to call Inari while she's at the Smithsonian. And she's like, oh my god. And so she has to call them. In the middle of this, Mail is texting me being like, hey, can you listen to this work in progress? And Zero is like making fun of me and smiling at my pain the whole time. And so I'm like, yeah, Mail, you should send the work in progress to Zero. And Zero, did you ever listen to Mail's work in progress? I swear. Also, Zero, Mail said that you should get new shoes because your shoes have bad soles. Mail was there too. Mail was not there in person, but Mail was texting me. Also, keep in mind, I suggested the first hotel may be incorrect one before we even said, okay, look. 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 Inari docks you to hotel staff. Lamau, not serious. Oh, just wait. Just wait. Because I have a story about that. I did because I'm a good friend. Good. The jury raises an eyebrow. Mail's there in spirit, yes. Anyways, we finally get up to the room. And I'm like, okay. The plans are to meet Sunny Saurus because Sunny was having a workshop. I was gonna go meet Sunny Saurus, and Sunny had a gift bag for me. And we were gonna go get dinner after the workshop. And so after this whole hotel fiasco, I get my bags in the hotel. I leave Inari a little note being like, hey, I'm at the Sunny workshop. I'm gonna go get dinner after. And by the way, we were leaving each other notes through the entire weekend. I don't know if you can, but you might be able to convince Inari to show the notes that we made to each other. Cause I have like little doodles on mine. But Inari kept the notes from the hotel. So you might be able to convince her to show them. But yeah, I made her a little note, and then I went and got to go see Sunny! Sunny Saurus, my beloved, my POOKIE, who was doing things. Little did I know that when I went to this workshop, first of all, I was so confused about the levels of the Marriott that was attached to Otakon. And so I was like, where am I going? And that prevailed. Don't worry. I got lost multiple times on the first day of the con. It was great. Anyways. So I go to Sunny's workshop, and then I give Sunny one of my business cards, and Sunny's like, oh my god. And then she hands me this full, like, red gift bag that is full of snacks to the brim. So on Wednesday, we actually have an Australian snack tasting stream, and hopefully Sunny will be there to tell me how to do a Tim Tam Slam with coffee. So, I have so many Australian snacks, like a full box of some of them. Insane amounts of it. So that's really fun. Hi, totally, I'm Kyrie. And after the workshop, little did I know that, like, MS Paint palette was gonna be there. Another idol was gonna be there. Another VTuber that I had seen around was gonna be there. Another idol was gonna be, like, I went there expecting only to see Sunny. I met like 5 or 6 people that, like, that are like fully, oh shit, I know you from Twitter. And that continued to happen through the entire weekend. By the second day of the convention, I think a lot of VTubers were there. A lot of VTubers were at Otakon. A lot of them, yes. By the second day of the con, I was completely out of business cards. If that tells you, like, how many people I ended up knowing at this convention. Either from, like, being mutuals on Twitter, or working together, or having, like, been to one of their lives or something. Like, yeah, it was actually crazy. So then after the workshop, Sunny and I are talking, and I'm like, I will let you choose where we go to dinner, because you have more restrictions than I do. Like, Sunny doesn't eat pork, fish, gluten-free, some other things. The VTuber gathering had VTubers in it. Well, Otakon is not specifically a VTuber con. The reason why there were so many VTubers there is either because the VTuber likes idols, or was in my group. Twig would get stopped by someone every 30 steps, I swear to God! Oh, that is true! Zero was with me one of the days, while I was, like, walking through the con center and, like, going to, like, going to meet a couple of idols. And yeah, he saw firsthand. But, so after the workshop, Sunny's like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of tired. And I'm like, that's understandable. You were just, like, leading a dance class. And so I end up going back to the hotel. And I'm like, hey guys, can someone walk me to dinner? because I don't want to be walking alone in DC at night. That doesn't sound like a good idea, you know. And so cue the introduction of Outer. Yeah, I got to meet Outer in person. That was so cool. So Outer arrives and Scythe arrives, and Outer is still homeless. Okay, Outer had his own day. Outer booked his flight that day to September accidentally. So he got to the booking in the morning and he was like, why does my pre-check-in say like 25 days? And so he had to last minute get his flight. And he did not have a hotel room until Zero was like, okay, you can room with me. And so because Zero was constantly getting lost and procrastinating getting his hotel card, Outer came with Scythe to my hotel room and was like, hey, I'm still homeless. Can I put my bags in your room? Outer remained homeless until like, I think like 10, 11 p.m. that night. So Outer put his hotel bags in my hotel room. And then Scythe and I were like, where are we eating? Scythe found a taco place. But by the time we found the taco place, Inari and Kendra and Jack and Soma were all returning from their dinner. They went to go dinner. So before Inari went to go get badge check-in, that was the first time that the entire group, or almost the entire group, because we still didn't have Shrimpai, Koihai, Aurelia, or Axel. I want to see Axel's recap of this day, because genuinely, for the entire day, we had no clue what Axel was up to. We knew that Axel was drinking, and that's all we knew. And then, like, randomly at, like, 10 p.m., we get, like, a Discord message from Axel, like, hey, guys, I found a rat in a bush. Like, just randomly. First thing we had heard from Axel in, like, hours. This just sounds like a ton of chaos. Yes, it genuinely was. Well, he's called Outer, so he was Outer the hotel, true. Oh yeah, Twig, you missed Almanta's calligraphy? Was that today or yesterday? Yes, there's rats in DC. It's basically Western New York. Yeah. Anyways, so Axel, after like drinking in a bathtub, as the last time we saw Axel, was like, I'm waiting 3 hours for Shrimpai and Koihai, and we were like, okay. And so most of the group was there. That was our first time taking one of those VTuber phone selfie things. I saw a few dead ones, yeah. I saw no rats. I was not looking for rats, and so I did not see any rats. I'm so sorry. DC is less capitalist, more hot. New York City, from my experience, needs more trees, though. I feel like DC could benefit from a lot of trees. DC is also very hot. In a bathtub, yes. Apparently, this was a plan. I don't know. You have to go watch Outer's retelling of the situation, okay? Outer is gonna go crazy in his recap of Otakon, okay? When he does that stream, you have to watch his POV. This is one of those things where you have to go and watch the VODs from each individual person to get like the full story, because we had so many instances of just the entire group being and doing completely different things. And so we're all in the hotel room and we're like, okay, hi, bye. essentially. I meet Kendra for the first time. She's really nice. She's really awesome. She had her grippers out for some reason. I don't know how she was walking all over DC in sandals. She was already getting blisters, so I hope that she like better chose shoes the rest of the weekend. But she was really sweet. And so after that, Outer decides, oh hey, I've already eaten dinner, but I'm gonna eat another dinner with Twig. So Outer goes to this taco place with me and Usaith. Usaith had already eaten, so he's just walking with us. He's just there for the vibes. Why would you do that, bruh? I don't know. It's like 90 degrees. Oh, hi, Jack! Wait, I need to give Jack mod. I need to give Jack mod privileges because we are in YouTube. Jack, are you doing a recap of Otakon as well? I would love to see your point of view. Jack was also there when we were meeting for the first time with everyone. Thank you. Yeah, Jack is really awesome. I got to speak a lot more one-on-one with Jack on the second day, and yeah, Jack is really awesome. If you are on TikTok or short form content, you should definitely check out Jack. Not sure, but wouldn't mind. I mean, I don't want to direct people into something that you won't do. But anyways, hello, Jack. So we go get tacos, and for some reason, Usaith chooses this like vegan place, and the tacos were so incredibly mid. I felt really bad because Jack and I had completely opposite like DC food experiences. Everything that I ate was incredibly mid, but Jack was finding these like really awesome places. I really wanted to go eat the Ethiopian food in DC because there was so much Ethiopian food around like the con center, but I never got the chance. At some point, I want to go to DC just like as a tourist and not a con goer. I missed like every meal the first day. I got Wawas with Outer at like 11 p.m. or whenever we left your hotel. Outer ate so many times. Twig, I was gonna say I need to hook you up next time. The food is so good, even near the con. I don't know what happened. I even ate with Jack, I think on... Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. On Friday, I had a meal with Jack, Soma, and Inari. And we went to this curry place. And the curry was even, like, mid. It was... I don't know how these places just, like... I was cursed with them. Anyways, so after the taco place, we all return to Inari's hotel room. Inari is still not there yet. So it's just Outer, Usaith, me for a while, and then Inari comes. And during this, we discover that Zero and Usaith have the same backpack. And that was literally the one bad meal I had. I don't know what my curse is. Can't link Jack YouTube. I don't know why about section looks different to me. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, so we're in there and Usaith tries to pull out his wallet, but he ends up pulling out Zero's ID, thinking that it's his bag. And it spurs this moment of people doxing each other. So I've seen Zero's driver's license photo. I have also seen Inari's ID. Inari has seen into my wallet. This happened with me as well. What? Bro, yoinked my motorcycle ID from my bag. Yeah, literally. We were like, whoa! Whoa, no! Thank you. Yeah, so that pretty much sums up Friday. Oh yeah. Also, I couldn't figure out how the fuck to turn on the hotel shower. The hotel shower was that fancy that yeah, I was struggling. And so I actually ended up having to call the front desk because Inari was doing laundry. And so also again, please be so nice to Inari when she comes back to streaming. Inari had a crazy time. Inari has been traveling for, I swear, pretty much the entire month. And she does not have very many days off when she comes back. So please be so nice to Inari because Inari has been traveling for so long, genuinely. But so yeah, that is mostly day 0. All of that is Thursday. We aren't even at the con yet. I have not taken a step into the convention center. When we're like on our way back from the taco place, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe we should leave through the con center because that would be like the easiest like way, because Inari and I's hotel was like literally, you have like the con center and then you have the Marriott, and Inari and I's hotel is there. So we were literally on the same block. It was just going around a building versus going through a building, but then Yusai was like, no, because I want to see the badge line. And so we went to that. I only went to 2 cons and I feel like I went to Mars. It doesn't help some of the things that you were seeing at this con. I swear I will get into that. Anyways, so day 1 happens. I go and I get breakfast, and I turn to Inari, and she has not slept until like 3 in the morning because she was doing work while at this con. And so I let my sleeping princess Inari-sama sleep in while I go get breakfast. And find Inari Kofi. Got it. Literally, please be nice to Inari. Oh, I promise I will redeem after she starts. Please genuinely be nice to her, please. Like, I swear, like, I will find you if you're mean. Anyways. So, yeah, I go get breakfast and then I dress. And I have, like, this dilemma because, like, my outfit is, like, so baggy on me because I didn't try it on before packing it. And I didn't realize just how much weight I've lost over time. Since I used to wear this dress. And so I debate, like, changing, but then, like, everyone's like, okay, fine, whatever. Plane finally landed. Welcome home, Zero. Anyways, so first thing in the morning, essentially, I go with Inari and I think Jack. Oh yeah, I also got to talk with Jack. Was that Friday? I think that it was Friday morning that Jack came to our hotel room after breakfast. And we were talking for a while about like YouTube algorithm, TikTok algorithm stuff. And that was really awesome. Jack is really awesome as a person, guys. You guys should definitely like check out his stuff because I really enjoyed every time I got to talk with Jack and Soma, both of them. I'm so glad I got to meet them. But we, oh, thank you. Yeah, bro, you're so cool. Anyways, so then we go and there's like this dance panel that we all go to. And that's when we all exchange like business cards and we all start signing, Inari and I's pin light. So I get a bunch of signatures. And during the dance panel is when I finally get to see Koi Hai, Shrimp Eye, and Axel for the first time. And they're all so POOKIE, they're all so bonita. Koi Hai and Axel got to dance a little bit during the panel, which was really fun to see. Jack, Soma, Inari, and Kendra were all just kind of like on the sidelines, just supporting us. I don't know what Zero and Outer were up to. I think they woke up late on that day. But they were all on the sidelines just cheering. And then, let's see, what else happened? After that, I get like the entire group lost. Because we had the now presenting Idol Festival, which Aramis was performing in. So this was my first time seeing Aramis in person. Oh wait, also during the dance panel, I got to see Alex Pinku for the first time in person. And that was insane because I've been following her for literal years. And she knew me! Sorry, I'm so normal. I don't know how this woman knows of me. But, thank you, Alex Pinku. I was so honored. I was like, oh my god, wait, you know of me. That's crazy. I left because Headache was getting lost in the con trying to find ibuprofen and Monster. Yes, we did find where in the con Zero could find ibuprofen on, like, the last day I was there. Anyways, next time I need to have you there and explain who everyone was. Literally, yeah. So then we go to the now presenting Idol Festival, and after getting lost, Shrimpai and Koihai and Axel had already gotten in line. And so we all just like congregated in this one space in line. I get to see Yuki in person, and then Aramis is there, and then I meet Ashes, who I've been following on Twitter for a while, and I meet Solemn, who I've been following on Twitter for a while, and then I get to go to my first pit. Don't mix meds and energy drinks probably, but I get the looking to that pesticide for headache release. Yeah. But yes, so I get into the pit and it was awesome. I have a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of videos from the different Idol festivals. I went to 2 Idol festivals during the weekend. I don't have a lot of videos from them because I was too busy being a giant fucking nerd for idols. And literally, like, screaming my lungs out. Remember how I was like, I've been screaming the whole weekend? That's why. That's why my voice is, like, not in the best state. I was too busy cheering for people. I swear, I got, like, 10 Twitter mutuals from other people in the pit from that weekend. From just, like, oh my god, you know this mix? Like, I was just having a Twitter conversation with someone today, being like, dude, I can't believe they brought out the Harry Potter mix. Like, when I do that silly, like, ja, ikuzo, taiga, fire, saiba, diva, viba, driver, ja, ja. Imagine that, but, like, Twig is surrounded by, like, 30 people who all know it. Like... So that's fun, and during me being in the pit, I drag Inari into the pit. Inari has not ever been in an idol pit before, and so, during this con, one of the things that they liked doing in the pit was someone would do, like, yeah, and then yeah, and then, someone would be like, encore, and, like, point to the person who started the call. And so you would repeat encore, and they would repeat the thing, but it would be the person who started the call, and then you would bend down, and then you would repeat, and then they would start the call, and you would repeat. Okay, Inari got that eventually. There was also like a lot of furikapi. A lot of this won't make sense to you guys, but it makes sense to anyone who it makes sense to. So that was so fun because it's been so long since I've been able to be in a pit like that. And I enjoyed myself. And then Soma joined the pit! Mind you, this was Soma's first ever idol festival. First ever. Soma had never been to an idol festival. And then Aramis was crazy. Aramis did Wotage during his set, which was awesome. Because everyone was able to join in. Aramis doing Wotage in his set. And then Inari, Soma, Jack, and I ditched first ever con as well, if I remember correctly. It was his first con? That's crazy. Jack, what was your experience seeing like Inari, me, and Soma in the pit, like on the side? What did it look like to you who was like not in that space? Did you, it kind of looks like cult activities, not gonna lie. To someone outside of the scene, it kind of seems very much like Alien, I guess. But yeah, after that, we decide not to go to the now presenting Idol Festival meet and greets to have the chance. It looked fun. We didn't know where you went for 20 mins. Yeah. Well, it was because there were cameras in the pit, so I was trying to like also hide from them while also participating. Like, I was behind a bunch of people so that I wouldn't be caught on camera. But I was still like in the pit. I was like disappeared. Anyways, we went to that Indian food that we talked about earlier. We got 2 curries to share and then 2 rices to share. And it was incredibly mid. It was some of the middest Indian food. It was not even warm. It was like borderline cold. I don't know what was up with that Indian place. And then we ran from there to the Aniwaza Wotage workshop, which was really cool because one of the members of Aniwaza that I have been looking up to for literal years was standing right in front of me teaching the workshop, which was insane. But Jack was there, Soma was there, Inari was there, but then Nori was there. That was my first time meeting Nori. And Outer was there. Outer also joined the Wotage, and Zero was sitting outside of the room. I did not know Zero was sitting outside of the room. So we all learned a Sabiwaza together. That was really fun. I was really sore the next day because I was doing it properly and getting all of these steps, and I had already danced. Nori is amazing. Yeah! Nori gave me like the biggest hug when she came. I'm so scared hearing all this. I haven't gone to a con with friends in so long. Why are you scared? Why are you scared, Gumi? Don't worry. You don't have to go to everything I do. When I say, okay, in this story, I want to say by now, I would have started idol programming at like 10:30 in the morning. By now, it's probably only 1. So like, it's a little, yeah. That's just, every dance looks to me, people in sync is unnerving to me. Really? Guess you got to come next year then, JK. I mean, we do have convention plans in the server, Jack. Just saying, if you want, you can like scroll up in the server and see what con we're planning. I emoji. We are not public about what con the squad is going to until we decide to be public, and this is far enough in advance that we're not saying what con it is. Anyways, so then, after the Aniwaza panel, me and Nori instantly run to, the idol space. Because Sunny's performance was very soon. And so I get to see the tail end of a cosplay act. And then I met Aiden, who I've also been following for literal years. So yeah, again, this is not only Twig meeting like VTubers, but this is also Twig meeting like idols that Twig has either followed and interacted with and been a part of their community, or actually worked with before in person, which is crazy. So then before Sunny, we have a cosplay group. They were really cool. They were doing Project Sekai, and Nori and I sat in the back during them, and I moved up during this group, which my chat is gonna freak out when they learn the name, but it was a group called Purgatory. P-U-R-R Gatori. And they were like a metal idol group. And they were so fucking good. If Aramis was there, Aramis would have lost his shit. Genuinely. Because they were doing like Rindo Entertainment groups and like originals, and they were genuinely like screaming and stuff. They were so cool. If you have the chance, please check them out. Please. Please. Also, if I stop chatting, the internet cut out on my bus. It's okay, Jack! Don't worry about it. But yes, I got to go see Purgatory, which was awesome, and I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. That they're named that. And they were genuinely so cool. They like jumped into the crowd and everything. It was awesome. I also accosted like a group of like 6 guys to stay for Sunny's performance. Maybe. I may have done that. And then one of the people that I fucking collabed with. Oh my god, this was so funny. We didn't realize this until the like after the con, but I didn't know what she was cosplaying the entire con, and she didn't know what I was look like. So I was sitting next to someone that I've worked with before almost the entire con. And neither of us knew who each other was. Until we were in Instagram DMs later in the Shout out to Choo Choo Idol. I didn't know I was next to you and you didn't know I was there, so so yeah, shout out to Purgatory. They're really cool. And then Sunny came on, and I got to see a preview of Sunny's new upcoming song. When I say Sunny was genuinely like working out during the song, it was insane. I'm telling you, Sunny was doing sit-ups while singing. I don't know how anyone does that. Do you know what you need when you sing? It's core muscles. Do you know what you need when you do sit-ups? It's core muscles. How does one sing and do sit-ups at the same time? Hello? What the hell? So then after that, I went and let me check my programming at this point. I feel like there was a step in between this and something else. What did I do in between this? I left after Sunny's performance to do something. I forgot what else I did. So let me real quick open up the defunct Otakon guidebook app. What happened? What happened? Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah! I went directly from the Sunny set to the idol autographs. And I got not 1, but 3 checky with Sunny. So that was cool. I got 2 checky with Purgatory. I got a pre-deco checky from an idol that I had missed earlier in the day, but I met her in the pit for Now Presenting. And during this chat, we were talking about like Mesamoa and Penta and like all of these OG Odote Mita people. Turns out she's from California. So if anyone's out in Cali, you can go see her. I forget what her name is. Oh god. Oh god. Can I find it? I know that I did. Hello, what was your name? I met so many fucking people. I met the mods of VTubers. I got to see Phoebe's manager. I got to see Phoebe! Phoebe doesn't know I exist, but I got to see her in like live, in the flesh, in person. I also got to see Marmalade. But I'm trying to find... yeah, it's Jukebox. Yeah, anyone out in California, you can go see Jukebox. I also got to go see My Urania. I didn't see any of her performances, but we are mutuals, so I wanted to visit her. I got a checky with her. But that was during that meet and greet session. I also got to meet a few COS idols, which was really awesome. And then after, God, what happened after the meet and greet? What happened? Oh yeah, Izumitini. I went to the Izumitini meet and greet. And so I got to see Izumi. And then I think I left the con around that point. I forget what we got to eat. Oh yeah, we went to the Taco Bell Cantina. So the entire group basically gathered together and we met at the front of the building. And this was my first time seeing Koi Hai and Axel in cosplay. Was Aurelia there? Aurelia was not there. It was Outer, Shrimp Eye, Zero, Nori. Who else? Oh god. Basically the entire group, plus Shrimp Eye's friends that I met for the first time. Shrimp Eye Koi Hai's friends. Like IRL friends. And so we all went to the Taco Bell Cantina. We all ordered. I got like a large thing of those like cinnamon cream cheese donuts. Oh hi! Aura! Hello! You were not at Otakon. You were not at Otakon. I guess you just want the stories, don't you?
Not. Yes. Keep going.
Okay. So we got a large like container of those like cream cheese cinnamon sugar things. Because it was a Taco Bell cantina, the thing about cantinas is they serve alcohol. And so a bunch of them got spiked Baja Blast. I did not. I don't drink, so I got a Diet Coke. And then we all walked back to the Inari room and ate in the living room / kitchen of the apartment like hotel room. And we basically, I don't even remember what we were talking. We were talking about like what we did that day, what we're thankful for, all that sort of stuff. A lot of us were like making plans for the next day. More tacos. I actually got like a burrito bowl. I got like cabbage and beans and stuff, and I was so thankful for the vegetables. I was genuinely thankful for the vegetables. And that basically closed out Friday night. Oh yeah, Inari was not there. Inari had gone to Inari's friend's place for dinner. And the next day Inari got to the con at like noon or like 1 p.m. So pretty late in the day. The next day at like 9, I went to another dance panel. I got to meet up again with Odore Jamu, who I had seen in the pit the previous day. If you don't know Odore Jamu, we actually have a dance short together, dancing to Start Stage. that is one of the people who has danced to Start Stage. And so it was really fun talking to Odore. I was talking to one of the members of Aniwaza, and she almost gave me like the SSR Aniwaza business card because I was like, do you have a business card? And she was like, yeah, don't tell the others I'm giving you this, and like slides over this really swanky business card. And then I'm like, okay. And then she's like, yeah, that's like the super rare one. We give like press and everything. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, yeah, I think only like 4 people in the world have that business card. And one of them's like from the BBC. And I'm like, oh, do you want this back? And she's like, yeah, kind of. And so I don't have that business card, but I've seen it. I've seen the SSR Aniwaza business card. Wow. And Axel meets up with me. Koihai is late to the dance panel because Koihai has like trouble having enough people. Like there's too many people in the room, and Koihai's trying to like get into cosplay. Is this one Aura Nova? Yes, the one on stream is Aura Nova. She was not at Otakon. I went to. Yes, you were actually. You were. Yes, you were at the Taco Bell Cantina. God, it was a mess. There were so many of us. Zero was also there. On the way to the Taco Bell Cantina, Outer and I were walking together, and we passed a guy who yelled, "What's in the box?" And then simultaneously, another guy was like, "Want to see some magic?" Like, it was like so overstimulated. There was a guy like beating on trash cans and shit in the distance. Like, it was so overstimulating. Everything smelled like weed.
Oh my god.
SSR business card, and you gave it I felt bad, okay? I felt bad. I was like, if this is super rare and it only goes to like super important people, like press, like the BBC and people from conventions, like no, I'm not industry enough for that. Oh yeah, DC just had an intrinsic weed smell. It really did. It just constantly smelled like that. It might have also been because we were around a convention center at a party con, but like, yeah. It was also at the Taco Bell Cantina that Outer and Axel made plans for a drinking contest. I don't know how that panned out. I was not there. Inari and I are old people, and so we went to our hotel rooms that night. But on Saturday, I wake up at 9. Koihai can't make the dance panel. I make the dance panel with Axel. And something you should know about Axel. I don't know how much of my chat has seen Axel because Axel streams like later in the day. But Axel has this funny little thing where we think that Axel committed some egregious crime in Axel's past life because nothing can ever go right for Axel. Axel has the worst karma in existence. And so Axel gets to this panel and Axel's shoe explodes mid-dance. And Axel is wearing 6-foot platforms. Not 6 foot, 6-inch platforms, right? And so after the dance panel, Axel continues the dance panel in socks. After the dance panel, we walk over to cosplay repair, and I have to leave because I have a meet and greet with Raichi! And this is my second time seeing Kendra. So, Kendra and I are there for Raichi. I can't stay super long, but I get my photo with Raichi. I talked to Raichi a little bit about Raichi's new song. She was like, "Oh my god, it's fine. It's so cool to finally see like how you look and see you in person." And then I have to literally run to the workshop area. I knew when you mentioned Raichi, Kendra would be involved. Yes. Kendra was right behind me in line. So it was like VTuber fans. It was really fun. But we sprint from Raichi. Well, I sprint from Raichi. I was alone. To a workshop that Iron Mouse's choreographer was running. I was late for the first choreo, but I got to be in the front row for the second one. And so expect a short from that choreo, because the second choreo was cunty as shit. It was like, oh yeah, pose up 1, pose down 2, up, vogue, down, around, ba, bend down, up, down, shuffle, up, down, drop, bounce, down, up. Yeah, it was like crazy. It was cunty. And I had a lot of fun with that. And then afterwards, I was able to like talk to him for a little bit, because I've seen his choreography for a while. We've talked a little bit in the past about potentially doing something together eventually. Is Twig trying to input the Konami code? No, this is just like how dancers talk. Anyways, after that, what was after the Iron Mouse choreographer thing? I need to open up my thing again. Yes! Then I had to go to Idol Space again, because it was Jenny Bond's performance. Which Jenny Bond is incredible. She does all of the idol programming for Otakon. She has also been doing like English lyrics for years, and she has been an idol since I was an idol in my past life. Like, she was my senpai when I was still an idol. So I have like massive respects for this woman. So I went to that. And her set was really cool. I did have to leave early to go eat with Outer and Zero. We met in front of the Artist Alley. Oh yeah, in between the Iron Mouse choreographer and the Jenny Bond performance, I also went to the Artist Alley. I was on specifically a hunt for Urianger merch, and there was 3 tables out of the entire con that had him, and 2 of them were keychains, and I already have a keychain, so I got a badge. And that was one of the only things that I bought. Zero got me a Love and Deep Space Zane enamel pen, which was funny because Zero told me that, like, he had to go to Cass to be like, yeah, who is Twig's POOKIE from Love and Deep Space? And then when I was like, yeah, I'm actually on the hunt for Urianger, Zero couldn't look with me because he couldn't spell Urianger's name. And I was surprised that Zero didn't end up asking Cass for that again. But yeah, after that, I got a falafel wrap and I sat and ate with Zero and Outer. I don't know what they were doing all day. They were like getting lost and being bros. Like, they were going through the dealer's hall the whole day, from what it seemed like. And then after that, we were lining up. Zero snitched on me. Yeah, he did. We were lining up for the V Singer concert, but I think Kendra and Youssith were the only 2 who got in because the line was so long that it got capped. There were not enough seats for everything. So Sora, Outer, Jack, Zero, and I were out, and this is when Zero got to witness just how many people I know, because after that I decided to go to the meet and greets for this block of Idle Space programming, and so I got to meet Jenny Bond. I got to get a graduation checky with Strawberry Skies because she was graduating and moving on to the next project for her, and it was exciting. I did get to see a little bit of her performance, which was really nice. I also got to... This was when I got my Urana checky. I also met, like, the mod for AV Muin as well. He's really awesome, genuinely. He's a super nice guy. Shout out to him. I did start the ARG for Lost Destination, which is Aiden's group, but I was not ever able to catch Aiden. Our schedules never lined up to where I could get a checky with Aiden, which is unfortunate, but I did get to be in the pit with Aiden later in the day, which was awesome. And so after that, we were all chilling, and we went to the arcade, and I introduced Zero to Waka, and that was awesome, because Zero had never played Waka before, and I was like, yeah, this is like one of my rhythm games I like to play at home at my local arcade is Waka. But I was kind of struggling because obviously I had been like dancing and walking all day, and so I get in line for Anniebeat, which is the really big idol festival, and I get in line with Shrimpai and Koi Hai and Axel and Aurelia and all of their IRL friends. I'm like, yeah guys, I'm not really feeling the pit. I think I'm just gonna like sit through this thing and rest because I have Rena Keaton set at the end of the night to go to. That did not last long. It did not last long at all, actually. I think the moment that Marmalade came on stage, I was already in the pit. So yeah, I got to see and be in the pit for Phoebe. I got to see and be in the pit for Moe Age. I got to see and be in the pit for Marmalade, for Sunny. Sunny was awesome. Moe Age was awesome. Oh my god. I wish I could show you guys videos, but like I don't want to I don't want to like show myself, if that makes sense. Phoebe's a really talented performer. Just genuinely. I got to see a Taiwanese idol group. That was insane. They were insane. I was in the pit with Aramis as well. I got to pit. I made sure that Aramis was at the front for Phoebe. Because Aramis is like Pookies with Phoebe. And then after that Idol Fest, I picked up my merch with Sunny. Because I had pre-ordered a standee and, well, two standees actually. I got one of Phoebe, one of Coda. I don't know if you guys know Coda, but I know Coda, and Coda's awesome. You should know Coda, because I think we have a start stage dance together. I could be wrong. I don't know if that's out yet. I'm not sure. No. Yes? Maybe. I get some of the Australian idols mixed up, not gonna lie. But, yes. And then I also saw Yumemi, and I picked up my standee and my photo card from her, and she gave me a big hug, and she signed my pin light as well. We were supposed to get lunch at on Friday, but both of our schedules were so hectic because of all of the fucking idol things that is like crazy. Twig had an AussieCon win. Actually, I have one coming up. If you are Australian, I will be in Queensland, Australia in like a few days. Probably. I forget what date it is, but it's the Anime Song Festival. Yes. And then after picking up Sunny Saurus's things, I spoke with a couple of the other performers. Unfortunately, the people at this were not accepting cash, and so I was not able to go and like pick those up or like get much other merch, unfortunately. And I wasn't about to like persuade them by like kind of slipping things to like other people. No. I felt bad like trying to do that, but so yeah, I did all of that. And then we had plans for Kura Sushi. And so the entire squad met up at this. We took up 3 tables in this tiny little Kura Sushi with the Persona... I don't know which Persona game, but it was a Persona collab. Ava, the femboy, met up with us for Kura Sushi. And so I had Aramis and Yusith, Sora and Inari with me at our table. And then the next table was Axel, Koihai, Zero, Outer, and Ava, I think. And then Nori, Shrimpai, Aurelia, and Nori's friend. And when I say everyone was there, everyone was there. They were all on the last table. Somewhere in this, Ava and Yusith start a sushi eating competition. And so our table ends up with like 46 plates, which is insane. It was only one more than Ava's table with 0. And during this whole thing too, Aramis starts speaking Chinese to Yusith, who is also Chinese, but they're the only two who can understand what Aramis is saying. Apparently Aramis was like talking to him like an uncle, like a Chinese uncle. But Yusith was just like, it was me, Nori's friend, and someone I can't say. That's valid. But yeah, Yusith would not respond in Chinese, so like Inari, I think Aramis made the joke of like, I'm DMing him, but he's leaving me on red. Kind of think, because they were the only two at our table who understood what was happening. And then Soma tried a bunch of different foods that day as well. It was his first time having ice cream mochi, which was awesome. I tried uni for the first time. Uni's like okay. Uni's not the best. Yusith was declared Unk is wild lore. No. Aramis was talking to Yusith like Yusith was a nephew. So Aramis was saying stuff like, oh, you're gonna pay for the whole table? How cool of you. Like, stuff like that. And then somewhere in there, Inari starts speaking Japanese, and somehow Inari and I end up walking back to the con to go see the rest of the idol acts after that. And through the entire thing, we're talking Japanese. Like, at some point, we just started speaking Japanglish to each other. Actually, that started happening pretty early in the con. Whenever we were like navigating places, we would start speaking Japanese for some reason. Which was really bad. But we were talking about like my struggles with talking in Japanese when we're literally speaking Japanese. And then we go and we see a cos idol performance. It was Inari's like first time in a while seeing cosplay idol performances, and it was like very odote mita, like Nico Nico Doga from like 2017, which was awesome because it was so nostalgic for Inari and I. It was like, oh my god, you guys are doing this vocalized song, but you're not doing the Project Sekai version. You're doing like the actual OG Mesamoa choreography. Oh my god. American Truck Simulator paying off. It's just like confused noises in Japanese. It's great. And during this, oh god, who was before Rina? There was a different idol before Rina. I gotta go through my camera roll. Because I remember they were singing. Who were you? I remember I also knew them. I was familiar with it. Oh, it was Rin Rin! Guys! I've been in idol festivals with Rin Rin before. She has an album coming out. Please make sure to check it out. We got an album preview at this convention. Inari wanted to checky with Rin Rin, but I think Inari was already tired. By the time we got back to the hotel, it was already like 1 in the morning. Twig, you idiot, you reversed into the sports truck. I can't say lorry since it's the European version of a truck. Huh. Anyways, yes, then we went and we saw Rina. Rina's set was insane. Rina has some like Oscar-worthy acting, and her set was really relatable. It's like very much how you can get in your head about things and like imposter syndrome when you take on so many like projects and stuff. And Rina's an incredible person. I've done dance shorts with Rina. Rina has also danced Start Stage with me. And it was so awesome to see her. And Wotoge with some of her staff as well. I was in the pit with them during Any Beat. I was in the pit with her. I was also in the pit with Pengi. Pengi was there. It was awesome to see Pengi in person and like talk to her. Everyone was so cool, bro. And like I was in the pit with a lot of people I really respect from Eniwaza as well. I got to meet up with Hyuni as well. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. After Saturday, Inari sat in our room with me and we were just talking about like adult subjects, really. Just kind of like interpersonal relationships and stuff like that, but also like just kind of work and stuff like that. And experiences and stuff. And it was really nice to be able to talk to Inari like that, because I feel like we don't get a lot of chances to really talk one-on-one. Because if Inari's around, a lot of other people like to be around, and if I'm around, a lot of other people like to be around. So that like quiet moment with Inari was really nice. And then she was working, I went to shower and then sleep. And then the next morning, I was kind of worried about Inari, because Inari was like sleep talking. I think she's pretty stressed. Like, but I let her sleep in, and I went to go and this will make any Final Fantasy players jealous, but I went to go and meet the localization person from Final Fantasy XIV, Christopher Koji Fox, and the community partner manager. I forget his name. I'm so sorry. I forget his name. I remember Christopher Koji Fox because I see him a lot, because he does like the translations during the live streams. But it was really cool. There was a Tataru cosplayer in front of me. Shout out to them. I did dox myself to them because I did take a photo of their Nofika cosplay earlier in the week and they wanted it, and so we follow each other on Instagram now. But yeah, I got to talk to them a little bit about like free trial and how good of an experience it's been, and they've signed my Stormblood book. Woohoo! After that, I went to the room and got in an Uber and then got on the train home, and that was my Otakon experience. As you can see, basically from the morning to the night, I was always just like in idols. I was just with idols. I was around idols. I was cheering for idols. I was losing my voice for idols. A lot of that sort of stuff. I can't wait for you guys to see the vlog, genuinely. it was such a good experience, and I do want to go to more Otakons if I can. And cheer for more idols! More! Oh, also, Zero was like running out of money. Zero was spending way too much money. Zero, I had a talk with Zero in the arcade where like Zero realized why I'm so like very planny about conventions, because Zero was like, yeah, I've been spending way too much money at this con because of all of these things. And I'm like, yeah, this is why I like buy things in advance so that they're cheap and I can budget for them. But then also this is why I like pull out everything that I want to spend at the con, like my budget for the con itself, in cash. I thought you were going to go home the next day. I didn't get to show my cosplay. That's true! That's true! I was like on the train being mad at Jack on Twitter because Jack was wearing a maid outfit the last day. Did that arcade have a pinball machine? There was a whole row of pinball machines. I don't think they had Tetris, or at least I didn't see Tetris. There was a whole mahjong area. There was this soda booth that Inari and Soma got ripped off at because they bought these mugs that are refillable for the weekend. And they were like, yeah, it was only $90. And then I made the calculation of like, okay, well, the mug itself was probably like 30, but then like each refill of soda is probably only costs them like $2. So like, I don't know if you're gonna get the money's worth. Twig, we might need to make an economic guide for cons. Is that something you were running into as well, of like seeing people in our group spending way too much money and then saying that they've spent too much money? Paper limit is a good method, yeah. Yeah, because I feel like when you have cash, you can visually see how much you're spending, you know? Twig plans like I did when I first started con going. Well, I've been going to cons for like deadass 10 years. So, yeah. On merch, yes. But then again, cons back then didn't have Square. True. I still keep the old method just because I like visually being able to see how my money is without having it lumped in with everything else and also having to open an app. Like, it's really nice to be able to go through a con and not constantly have to check my phone. Because I'm very much that type of person of like, throughout like travel, I have to be like, okay, did I set my phone down somewhere? Like, before I leave any place, you will see me visibly pat down my backpack. Jack, I don't know if you saw that behind me, but like, if you ever saw me like reaching behind me and feeling my backpack, that's what I was doing, of like making sure, did I forget my phone? Did I forget my wallet? Because I'm just very much not attached to my phone. And so I have a habit of leaving it places. Damn Gumi been going to cons since before Square Enix. Oh god. Yeah, I've been going to cons for 10 years. And yeah. Yeah, I've always done things that way. I also buy things for cons, like tickets and travel, like way often. I do the same, so don't worry, and once to twice, yeah. Twog be slacking. Well, it's mostly just because I'm like very much not a super online person. 16 years on and off, yeah. Yeah, you've been going longer than me. I started going to cons around the height of Homestuck, so around the height of Homestuck cosplayers, but yeah. Alright! How is the storytelling? Did you enjoy?
I loved it. I'm so jealous.
If any of you guys want to see more from Otakon, you should check out Twitter. I have a bunch of like photos and things from Otakon. I guess I can like download this and show this on stream. Here. I can show you guys what all I got with the money that I budgeted for Otakon. A lot of these are business cards from people, including artists, because I wanted to showcase artists as well. Here, I'll go out of studio mode for this so that I can show you guys individual items. Okay, don't mind my bed. This is my bed. Okay. So first of all, here are my standees that I got. You have left to right, Aramis, Sunny, Koda, and Yumemi. The Yumemi one is signed. Aramis gave me the standee on the condition that I dunk it in my next drink. And so I have a photo of that on my Twitter. If you want to show the food pics that made you jealous, I give you permission. Hee hee. That's true. They are so cute. Yeah, they are, right? Sunny, I put right in front of my monitor, but the other three are on top of my PC. And then over here, I have, oh my god, who are those guys? So we have Soma, Nori, Koihai, and up there is Inari's business card, along with the badge and the ribbons. You have Inari's ribbon, you have Jack's ribbon, which is like femboy enjoyer. You got Nori, and then one I got from Autograph, one I got from Lost Destination Aiden's group, and then a bunch from Aurelia. And then one from Aramis, and then one from another Autograph. Then you have the Lost Destination pamphlet. Here are all of the things that Sunny brought me. All of the things that Sunny brought me. So we got some like snacks, and then Sunny also got me this like really cute koala over here. Then you got Sunny's business card, Aramis's business card, my business card. Yeah, that's what that looks like. And then we got the light sticks from Aniwaza. All the checky that I got. Look at that. Look at that, beautiful. Also the Sunny bromides. Then you got the light stick that everyone signed. Like all of my friends. Then you got a bunch of artist business cards along with Axel. That's Axel's right there. Miss Sephoria was a really I'm gonna show the QR code so you guys can get it. She was a really cool and nostalgic idol during Anybeat. She did like Kanon Wakashima and like Visual K and like really like nostalgic like Vampire Night-esque music, if you get that. This is the Taiwanese group that that we saw. They were really cool. My backpack charm didn't survive the trip. I'm actually so mad. I swear it was on there when I left the plane. Oh no! Zero, no! I gave you that! That's so sad! Oh yeah, I also signed Zero's Twig business card and Outer's Twig business card. I think they're the only two pieces of things that are physically signed by Twig. I can never go to cons. I don't have enough space for trinkets. Well, most of this, so like the business cards, I have a business card holder I put in this. And then all of these like bromides and stuff, I have a photo album that I put them in. You have the Yumemi photo card right there, which is really cute. She also had a business card behind this. You have the Rina Keaton bromide set. These are actually business cards from an artist. And Outer and I were there and we were like, you know you could just sell these, right? Like, this is insane. I got a Yumemi charm. Oh, I'm so glad. I know I'm actually considering going back to the airport to search for it. Oh. It's okay, you have the signed Twig business card. I met Rina Keaton yesterday. Oh yeah, Nori had the experience of going to the Idol Bazaar, which I had to miss, unfortunately. I'm so mad about it. You have Woda San Frontier, which they do like concerts and events. You can sell those? Yeah, these prints. Normally this size of print you'll sell, and then business cards are like this size, right? But they were selling like they were just giving out full prints, which these are original characters. Apparently the bottom one was made specifically to have a yaoi ship, which is really awesome. They had like webtoon novel stuff. One of these is also Ashes. Yeah Lights is Aniwaza affiliated. They are Pinlight Company. Then you have Arena Kiden pre-deco and a Jukebox pre-deco. Then you got Hyunni's business card. Oh my god, who is that? Who is that? This is Southern Lights or Solemn. Southern Lights is another Wodoge team. I met Low Stakes in, I believe it was the Reichi line. He had just come from Offkai, which is crazy. Then you have Ravioli. They're not actually named Ravioli. They're named Reverie. But they're really awesome and you should check them out. They're a duo. They only recently debuted. And then the Happy Studio. This is the business card that the Aniwaza gave to me instead of the SSR one. So that's everything I got. Also, these Silooms, they do not work anymore. They are already cracked, but I kept them. They're from the Aniwaza workshop, and I went to practice Wodoge with them because if you can see, they're a better shape for Wodoge than my actual light stick. Wodoge light sticks are like very thin and they have this grip at the top, which is really nice. I actually, during now presenting, I sat down and I was looking around and I saw this guy stretching before doing Wodoge, and I saw the light sticks in his hands and they were reusable Silooms, and I was like, oh my god. And so I went over and I was like, hey, what are the light sticks that you use? And so I have light sticks to buy, and hopefully they'll be great, but my current ones are like years and years old, so they're not the most bright. But that's everything I got. That is awesome. I appreciate you guys for coming, and I appreciate Aura for being in VC with me as I talk about this stuff. Honestly, I miss you. Oh, you mean to Nori? You don't miss me, Speed? That's so crazy. Speed, why are you so mean to me, bro? I'm a mess after Otakon, but I'm glad I didn't miss a stream. I'm so glad you came, Nori. It was so awesome meeting you and hanging out whenever we could. I'm so sorry that I was constantly in loud environments. But yeah, yeah. Wait, Jack, who were you rooming with? Were you with Soma? It occurs to me that I didn't even realize that who Jack was rooming with. Okay. We have like a time to spare. We have like 20 or so minutes to spare before we raid Soma, for Soma's point of view. So does anyone have any questions? It's because you introduced Speed to HoloLive Gacha. Oh. I mean, hey, I have a Holodori stream later this week. Woo. I'll bring earplugs next time so I can survive idle space. True. I'm being careful not to use my voice. I think the pain in the back of my throat is related to that. Not con crun. Aches don't sting. I was screaming too much. I was in a capsule hotel. True! Wait, where was Soma staying? What the fuck? Was Soma just like driving in every day? He might have been.
They just teleported in.
Yeah, he teleported. Guys, it was my first time meeting Soma. I can't believe he's 3D. I want to do something in 3D with him. Honestly, I would love to do a Wodoge stream with Soma. Because he did Wodoge with me already. So it would be cool to do it as VTubers. I already got addicted to Uma Musume. I don't need another gacha. Just don't spend money. Bro. Just don't spend money. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, Ruka! I spent an entire weekend in a pit cheering for idols. It was like literally the best time. I swear I'm gonna have memories of this convention for like pretty much my entire life. Maybe tomorrow I do a recap or something. I have a lot of Oda stories. You should! You should do them while they're still fresh on the brain. That's why I was doing things like pulling up Twitter and like my my stuff, you know? Twitter and my schedule and stuff like that. Corvus, you made me choke on my own spit.
Oh my god.
Oh. But I did get the Ollie the zombie before Friday stream. I don't know why you call her Ollie the zombie. We all know who Crazy Ollie is, bro. We all know who she is. It's a superpower of mine. Ugh. Why must you curse me so? Why must you do this to me? Anyways, how was your life, Orba?
I was just doing Unity this whole time listening to you.
You were doing what?
I was doing Unity.
Oh, are you working on the thing?
I am working on the thing.
Guys, look out for an announcement on August 1st.
August 1st. It's already August.
Oh, September 1st, September! Ah!
There you go.
Ah! I can't believe it's already August.
It is. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, I have so many. I need to upload something tonight. Oh god.
She's back to the grind. She's back to the grind.
I'm back. No, you don't understand. Literally the day that I came back, I was like, okay, now it's time to go back to the grind. And I instantly started mixing shit. I almost missed this stream. Not because I was eating this time, but it was because I was so, like, balls deep in a spreadsheet that I lost track of time. No, Rollin, I haven't gotten any glow sticks. Oh! I have Bancho's light stick. I got it literally this morning. 07, I already got my Oshis. I'm farming for balloons, lol speed. Ugh. I want balloon, I want lollipop as well. Hello, Goku Bunny Club! Hello! Hi! July was way too fast, yes. Again, if you are there when Inari comes back, please be nice to her. She's been traveling so much. I think I found your Oshi's light sticks, Twig. Oh, Bancho! Todoroki Hajime. Oh yeah, also, oh my god, I was sitting with Zero, and he sent me pictures of the Itasha. And I see Soma in VC. Soma. Me when I text the VC chat. Soma.
They were there for a little bit. They left. I
Stop
guess they're back.
being in VC so I can raid you, bro. My stories are thinning. Hello.
You need a raid panel.
I need to raid you. Happy birthday, but I need to raid you. Anyways, oh. He just responds, oh. I can start early if you want. No, don't worry. I have
It's okay, we can buy time.
more story. I will stall now. But yeah, Zero went to the dealer's room. Guys, I was there for like 3 days. I had no time to go to the dealer's room at all. I went through the artist alley in its entirety, but I never went to the dealer's room. Apparently there were Itasha in there. Zero took a picture of the cool ones for me and did not realize that he took a picture of my Oshi from HoloLive. So there was a Todoroki Hajime car, at this con, and I respond saying Bancho. And later on, while we're eating lunch and we're sitting down with Outer, Zero's like, yeah, sometimes Twig, I don't even know the words that come out of your mouth. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, yeah, like yesterday you messaged me Bancho as a response to the cars I sent you. And I was like, it's one of the cars has Bancho on it. And he was like, what and then I press on the car that has her face and literally the word Bancho on the car. And he's like, how was I supposed to know that that was Bancho? I don't know what that was. I avoided those places because buy nothing attitude. Yeah. I ended up buying stuff from idols instead. Yumemi and My Urania. My Urania is so sweet. I love her so much. I want to DM her more. I want to add her to the friend server. Tisk disappointed. Yeah, literally. But yeah, Nori, I hope you had fun at the Idol Bazaar. I know you were a little apprehensive to talk to people, but honestly, like, as long as you support the idols, like, most of them are really pookie, really awesome. I made a few new friends. Yes, as you should. See, like, idols are really chill in that way of, like, it's very much not like the VTuber community. You can talk to, like, anyone for like everything. It's really nice, actually. Yeah, woohoo! But yes, I appreciate you. Oh my god, wait, I didn't get to sign the. Oh. I see.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Sorry, another Otakon thing showed up on my Twitter. Anyways, but thank you guys for coming today. My next stream is gonna be tomorrow. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna be talking to my husband. It's gonna be great. And then in 5 minutes we're gonna raid Soma. You better stay for the raid because it's literally his birthday. It's literally his birthday, so if you don't stay for the raid and if you don't stay to listen to his point of view of the stories that I'm telling, then you're literally saying that you hate him and you don't care that it's his birthday. So we're gonna say get birthday twigged for the raid once it happens, but we have 5 more minutes. Do we have questions for Twig? Do we? I don't think we do, right? Was I coherent during my stories? Do you guys have any things you're interested in hearing about Otakon or any of the idols? Or are you guys just ready to hear the other point of views? Not gonna lie, I really want to hear all of the other people's point of views because most of the con I was kind of alone doing idol stuff. So I don't know what Sora was up to some of the con, you know? Like, I don't know. I genuinely don't. It's kind of a mystery to me. But your birthday will be cursed if you don't stay for birthday raid. Literally! So Nori, I want to say I still apologize for assuming in your Discord you face revealed. What? What? Nori has not face revealed. It already was though? What do you mean it already was? What already was what?
The cursed birthday?
I don't know. Oh, the cursed birthday. Oh. You literally saw the mask and sunglasses. It's fine. Speed is a little I want to know if you would collab with Nori with a maid outfit. Would Nori wear a maid outfit? I feel like models are expensive and Nori doesn't. Nori does actually have a 3D, but it's like not common that Nori uses the 3D. Also, hi Kawe! I hope you are doing well. We're gonna raid soon. I am waiting 2 minutes to raid Soma. Soma, it's your birthday, Soma.
They're no longer in the VC.
Yeah, no, they're not.
They're getting ready. Getting ready.
Still need the file for the one made for my birthday. What? You don't have the file? Oh, I see. Nyaruhono. Nyaruhodo. I do think it's really funny, the Japanglish that Inari and I would speak. But yeah, it was very silly. Damn, how Twig deflected that one just to not... You'll see. Conway about August 9th. I want to say I was wrong since I realized it was August 9th last year. I don't even know what you're talking about right now, Speed. Speaking Japanglish with Inari is the best. It really is. It's so silly. For 2D, you can download an outfit toggle, but, okay, well, Gourmet, I can't read kanji. Kanji yomenayo. Gambarimasu. I'm glad you are trying your best. Okay. I'm gonna go on the ending soon screen. If Soma is late, then that's his problem, and yours and mine, because we're all gonna watch it together. Reminder that I will be in the Anime Song Festival. A reminder that I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow. A reminder that I will be streaming here with Australian snacks, doing a tier list of them on Wednesday. A reminder that an announcement is coming out on September 1st. A reminder that an announcement is probably coming on tomorrow or this week. Regarding Texas, eye emoji. For those of you in Texas, eye emoji. Double eye emoji. I know I have people in Texas. Eye emoji. And then, yeah, other than that, have fun, you guys!